Since being selected for the FIBA Under-17 World Cup for the USA in Spain and being named to the All-Tournament team and being named Tournament MVP, being the MVP of the National Basketball Players Association Top 100 camp, dominating the Nike EYBL circuits and leading Montverde to a 33-0 record in high school and winning a national title, Cooper Flagg has been one of the more talked about ball players over the past few years. He recently created shockwaves this past summer when he became the first college player since 2013 to be invited to play for the US select team that played against the US men's Olympic team and stood out among the best players in the world. As a 5-star prospect, Gatorade National Player of the Year, and a McDonald's All-American, everyone began to speculate how well he'd do at the collegiate level, whether he would live up to the hype, and whether he was a can't-miss prospect. Well, I can tell you that Flagg is living up to the billing as the prospective #1 pick out of Duke. At 6'9" with great length, incredible athleticism, balance, and fluidity, Flagg has astonishing potential as a two-way player at the next level. Before we continue, be sure to leave a like on the video as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Some worry about his overall offensive versatility, but Flagg has demonstrated that he can not just operate well with the ball in his hands, but operate quickly with it. All of this at just age 17 by the time of this recording. Flagg is more than competent at attacking closeouts by operating quickly off the catch, and he can attack the rim and get to his spots to hit the pull-up jumper. For example, on this play, he stops on a dime and pivots to open up a turnaround jumper, and on multiple others, Flagg finds space out of the post for a pull-up mid-range jumper. Flagg has also a solid handle that he can use to create some separation before rising up for his jumpers. He willingly attacks the rim and has the concentration to finish through contact. His footwork and use of pivots allow him to lose defenders in efforts of attacking the rim. He runs the floor exceptionally well and can be a vertical floor spacer. He can operate well with his back to the basket, especially when punishing switches, and he can bring the ball up in the open floor. What's also a bonus for Flagg is that he can not only bring up the ball in transition, but he can also be a playmaker in transition. He has a great feel for the game and can operate well as a roller. He's a good rebounder, can be a factor on the offensive glass, and in the half court, can be a good decision maker with the ball in his hands and making the rightful pass. However, Flagg's calling card is his prowess on the defensive end, with him having the length, foot speed, and IQ to be a real game changer on that end. He's a switchable defender, capable of covering a ton of ground to make recoveries to the perimeter, has excellent ball skills to be a danger in passing lanes and picking off passes. He has quick feet, nimbleness, and a great anticipation to be an impactful player on the ball, and has demonstrated that he can be an effective help defender and weak side shot blocker. He's only in his early days as a Blue Devil, but Flagg has shown great things on tape to warrant the hype, with a long road ahead of him to develop. In terms of what Flagg needs to improve on specifically, well, it's pretty simple. One is his creation ability in the half court, which includes tightening up his handle, and also his outside shooting. And if he doesn't make moderate improvements on both of these areas, he might struggle as a creator and offensive threat in the NBA, probably not being a top option on his team. As for his jump shot, he's demonstrated that he can hit, catch, and shoot opportunities and spot up jumpers, but he's shooting just 23% from 3 on 4 attempts a game at the time of this recording. Free throw percentage is often a metric used to predict one's ability at the next level, and Flagg is shooting at just 69.6% from the free throw line at the time of this recording. However, as we obviously all know, players can improve or regress once they hit the NBA, and Flagg only has a sample size of 8 games. The debate on whether Flagg is a generational prospect is pretty funny to me because many base the debate solely on his offensive skill sets, while overlooking his ability to completely stuff the stat sheet and be impactful on both ends. In terms of best fits for Flagg in the NBA, his development will greatly be aided by a team with shot creators that can make plays for him, as he does a ton of his work off the ball as a cutter, while also doing some work on the ball, such as operating quickly off the catch, being an active playmaker in the short roll, and being a serviceable option in transition. One team that immediately comes to mind is the Charlotte Hornets, who obviously have one of the better playmakers in the league in LaMelo Ball, and also have one of the better young duos in the league in LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. The Hornets are also one of the worst defenses in the league, bottom 10 to be exact, so that help on the wings would go a long way. Portland would be another interesting fit, given that they have a lot of guards and DeAndre Ayton, Klingum, and Robert Williams III in the front court, and definitely could look to add more wing depth in addition to Jeremy Grant if they want to keep him or trade him at the deadline or the offseason. Toronto would be another fun destination, given that they have a younger nucleus of Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Grady Dick, and Emmanuel Quickley, and he and Scotty in the front court would be one of the better defensive wing tandems in the NBA. Finally, Brooklyn can have their pick this season, will have cap space this offseason, have the potential to even add more young talent or picks to his roster, given that they can trade veterans like Dennis Schroeder, etc. during this deadline or the offseason, and Flagg would fit in and be a great piece for them moving forward. Thus far, Flagg has been one of the more impressive players of the 2025 NBA draft class and is more than worthy of the #1 overall pick. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on Cooper Flagg down below. Do you think he's a generational prospect, a can't miss prospect, or just one of the many good players of this draft class? Also, what are your favorite fits for him in the NBA? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and also check out my previous videos I've just posted. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.